Hey guys, welcome to the video. So today I want to talk a little bit about training and kind of educate you guys a little bit of training info that I've come across recently. So that is the topic going from full range of motion compared to working in partial ranges. Okay, a full range of motion being the full range at which a joint can move around. For example, a bicep curl will be, full extension of the elbow to full flexion of the elbow. A partial range being maybe the shortened position, that kind of range there, or lengthened range, that kind of partial range there, or working in that mid range. Okay, that's a full range of motion versus a partial range. Okay, and I want to talk a little bit about why I'm more opposed to kind of partial. I'm more for using a partial range as opposed to just using a full range of motion in some cases. Okay. So basically, I want to talk about the belief that most people have regarding a full range of motion. So in the gym, you've probably heard the term full range of motion being used in the fact that you have to use it, okay? And I don't necessarily believe that that is entirely correct. Now, in some cases, full range of motion will be beneficial, but in terms of kind of developing muscle and building, strength and using a muscle as optimally as you can, it may not be the best way of going about it. And here is why. So if we think about developing muscle, one big component is number one, the force we're using, how it's applied to us, and then the time under tension, okay? And the big word there is tension. So if you want to think about any kind of movement, there are going to be parts where the resistance profile in the certain movement is better or worse. Better being there's a lot of tension, worse being there's a little tension. Let's talk about a bicep curl, okay? So if you want to think about a bicep curl, so there's obviously that movement there is the bicep curl, okay? In that fully lengthened position, the dumbbell wants to go down, my bicep wants to bring the arm across, okay? Little to no tension in that position. Mid-range there's a lot of tension because the dumbbell wants to go straight down, my bicep wants to bring my arm up, okay? And in that top position there, because my bicep's physically in the way, I can't come any further. So, the dumbbell wants to bring my arm down, my arm wants to come up. So there's a lot of tension there, okay? So if you want to think about a bicep curl, the lower we come down past that kind of midpoint, we start to lose tension. At the bottom, we have little to nothing, okay? So I would argue if we could don't use a full range of motion because we lose a lot of tension, and then the idea of time under tension becomes nearly irrelevant, okay? So today I want to talk about an alternative way of looking at a full range of motion, because ideally, in a perfect world, we'd be training in a full range of motion with constant tension throughout, but unfortunately that's just not the case. So my idea that I'm proposing to you guys is using two exercises targeting the same muscle group that's going to challenge it in that shortened, mid and lengthened range equally. Okay, so in doing the two movements, we're hitting the entire range of motion with equal tension. Okay, and for that I want to use a dumbbell bicep curl movement. Okay, we're going to start off with an inclined dumbbell curl to challenge the bicep in that lengthened position. And then we're going to go into a preacher curl to target it in that mid to short position. I'm going to show you that clip now. So move number one is to target my biceps in that lengthened position, and that is a dumbbell incline curl. Now you'll see that the way the bench is at an incline, it puts my elbow a little further forward than my shoulder, meaning in that bottom position there's a good bit of tension. So as well as that, you'll see that I'm not coming higher than that kind of mid-range, because as I come up any further, my elbow would come forward and I lose a lot of tension in my biceps. So I'm keeping my elbow in a fixed position by squeezing my shoulders back, and I'm working in that end range. So that's that mid position all the way to that squeeze. I then supersetted that with a dumbbell preacher curl. Few things to notice here. Number one, I'm pushing my tricep really hard into that padding. That's going to keep you really stable, and the only thing that's going to happen is flexion and extension of the elbow joint. As well as that, my knees, ankles, hips and shoulders are locked in place, so the only thing happening again is just curling the dumbbell. Guys, by doing this, we're eliminating that kind of loss of tension coming from a pure full range of motion and dividing the movement into two portions, lengthened and shortened range, and in order to keep constant tension throughout the movement. If you find this helpful, use it in your next workout. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.